Hey, Rajaa. Welcome to
How are you?
welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we've
Thank you for having me. Okay, I need to talk closer to the mic.
all good. So Rajaa, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little about your how you ended up at Nutrabolt. I've known you over the last couple of weeks, getting to know you really well. The fact that you speak 5 languages is unbelievable. It's amazing. I can barely speak English. So.
I was confused growing up speaking 4 languages and trying to think, dream, process information in certain languages. But afterwards, when I got older, I saw the benefit. It's been really helpful to speak in local language when I was working in global, in Latin America, and international, and also connect with people from diverse background and a different cultural perspective on a deeper level.
Yeah.
So that's been very handy, finally. But growing up, I was confused. Should I answer in Arabic, French, or Spanish, or English? But anyway, I diverge.
So tell us, how did you end up at Nutrabolt?
Sure.
What's your story?
So my story is started in brand marketing for consumer packaged goods over 17 years ago, and through a traditional, academic background where I had done a international business and marketing degree in business back at McGill University in Canada, in Montreal, where I grew up. And before that, I did a microbiology degree in Montreal as well, at the University of Montreal. And there, really, I feel like the science background combined with marketing and international business gave me a real lead when it came to marketing, especially launching new products, talking to scientists, R&D folks, speaking having actually a respect for their craft and leveraging that to be able to bring products to life in a go-to-market fashion. So that's kind of how it started. Works at Maple Leaf Foods in Canada through a rotational program when those were really very trendy back in the day. And then I moved to Toronto for a year, worked there, and then moved to Chicago and have been in the U.S. ever since 2003, and did every kind of position from associate brand manager, working on shopper, retail activation. And I really wanted to learn all about marketing because I knew one day it would become handy to understand even the less sexy stuff of marketing and business. But I find everything fascinating, whether it's working at a local manufacturing plant, understanding how things come to life from inception, from a concept of new product, of an innovation, all the way to a product coming to life at retail. I just was always fascinated by that process. And then in Chicago, went to work for for Tampico Beverages, which is a mid-sized juice brand that kind of created the orange juice drink category in Latin America, and traveled the world for 4 years. I kind of did it inverse way versus other brand marketer that start local and go global. I went global right away because of my language skills, and I was able to create marketing plans all in Spanish, learn Portuguese, Brazilian, because we had a Brazil office in Sao Paulo, and really understood the power of global brand campaign to be brought in a way that's consistent, but also needing to be customized to the local taste of the market in order to drive revenue, growth, and brand awareness. And then went to Miller Coors on the Coors Light brand team. I had the fortune of working in Chicago among, Rick Gomez was the VP of brand for Coors Light, who's now at Target, previous CMO and now VP at Target. And him being my VP at Coors Light really was foundational, where just to learn how do you drive emotional connection with consumers using passion points like sports, college sports, NFL, football. I mean, sports that I didn't really grow up with, coming from being born in France, grew up in Montreal, Canada, and before that, Casablanca, Morocco, where I left at 12 years old. You just didn't know much about American football. But working at Coors Light, seeing the passion that is propelling consumers to make purchase decision because you as a brand choose to align with those passion has been unbelievable to see that power that is driving consumers to choose your brand over others, and was very fortunate to be part of the Coors Light brand team leading social and digital digital, and also working on some African-American multicultural and Hispanic programs on the retail side, on the shopper marketing side, the power of 360 activation and how that makes your budget go further when all your messaging is really connected through multiple touch points in a way that keeps building over each other. And that is really what great brands do best. And that lesson has stayed with me in every other role that I've been in, including this one in Nutrabolt. And then went to Kellogg to launch a content digital platform for the bilingual consumer, the bilingual Latina women, where content marketing was really just starting and not many CPG brands knew how to use it to build purchase intent, trial, and drive consumer connection. And then went to Starbucks, and I was very fortunate to work on another beloved, consumer beloved brand, where you really see the importance of storytelling, the third place, like we call it at Starbucks, around those retail stores that make people feel as they are at their home or in the workplace, where the brand is enabling that. And I saw there that brands, when they're built well, they could be very, very powerful to change people's lives. And that is where we're in the business of doing, right? Yep. Aligning with brands that have purpose, that have espoused values that are similar to ours and mine as a professional marketer. And then I said goodbye to the CPG world. I always say I had a midlife existential marketer's crisis. And went to head luxury skincare, which is another passion point of mine besides fitness, fashion, and marketing and digital. So I went to skincare, and Amazon was looking for brand marketers to build brands in their luxury skincare platform, which was a new one. And then that did complete sales, digital sales, didn't do much marketing, except learning the power of scaling brands at Amazon and the speed of moving in the marketplace, being consumer-centric. That is one of the big foundational lessons that I've learned at Amazon, and of course the start of my digital marketing / digital and performance marketing career, which was kind of a second phase in my career as a marketer. And then went to Paula's Choice Skincare, which after a year and a half at Amazon, Paula's Choice Skincare was like a sleepy brand of 24 years, mainly targeted towards mid-America consumer who was between 35 to 45 years old. And I was tasked to do what could you do to reinvent this brand and make it at the pulse of beauty conversation and social. At the time, the Instagram was about 50,000. We had 30 micro-influencers. But I saw the power of this brand that is, again, a science-backed skincare brand, no frills. And since I was at Amazon managing luxury skincare and seeing all these great trends and data insights around skincare being driving its growth by this millennial Gen Z consumer that is discovering skincare, and actually for the first time, makeup was no longer the category that was, favored by this consumer. It was skincare, which is the first time ever, and saw this double-digit growth. And I was like, Paula's Choice need to be jumping on this bandwagon, but we need to reinvent this brand to make it cool and sexy and the talk of all social. So build the brand to be 200,000 in Instagram with a team of 3 people in a year and a half. We built that, and it became the number 9 most talked about skincare brand in the US in a matter of a year and a half, from number 65. So thank you. So there really I understood, how do you build a brand when you're a challenger brand? Yep. And you're in a very competitive market like beauty and skincare, that was one of the first categories to adopt social and influencer marketing versus any other category, even before consumer packaged goods or beverages at that scale. But also doing it with a tight budget, because I could tell you I was competing with brands that had 7, 8 people in their influencer department and had agencies and budget that was 10 times the size of what I had at Paula's Choice. But the power of creative transformation, we built a global brand campaign called Beauty Begins with Truth. And why I've always been fascinated with beauty is because growing up, I loved fashion and beauty, but growing up in Montreal, I never saw people that looked like me or had skin like me or had to deal with eczema or had to deal with stuff that never worked on my skin. So that's why I was very passionate to diversify the face of beauty for a prestige brand that is aspiring to be, that is a higher price point and aspire to be more of a luxury brand because, and that's what we did, where we showcased the other face of multicultural consumer that could love a brand like Paula's Choice, embrace it authentically, and drive this top of funnel awareness where we were able to, again, increase the brand from an earned media value by almost 300% year on year. And it was something that was foundational and a turning point in my career. Because after that, other companies started calling. They wanted to know what I did there and how could we replicate the playbook. And then came to Austin to work at Snap Kitchen, and that was a shorter stint just because COVID made that short, but also build their direct-to-consumer brand and business to launch them nationally. It was a meal delivery brand for better-for-you prep meal, only with stores here in Austin, Houston, and Dallas, and some in Philly, and launched the brand nationally. And the direct-to-consumer brand built it from $500,000 in annual revenue to $13 million in revenue in a year. And then Nutrabolt, started talking to them. They wanted someone who would lead their digital transformation. Yeah. And we weren't talking about brand then. It was also a brand that's right off the pandemic had to, go through a reinvention, and we had a very small brand team, more creative team, and really a digital team that was more focused on Amazon versus direct to consumer. And I always say, as a brand marketer that became a digital marketer and a growth marketer, there is no digital transformation that does not start with a brand transformation. So working with a team, and many of them are here. It was me and Julie Cade, who was our digital analyst at the time, and we started creating brand equity pyramid values and brand pillars from scratch. We go back to those trusted fundamentals of brand marketing in order to drive this brand and digital transformation. And since then, our direct-to-consumer business is growing at triple-digit year-on-year growth. Our Amazon and digital business for the first time has reached a historic milestone and growing at mid-double-digit growth, which is already a 8-figure business. So it's been just phenomenal. And of course, the brand now has just really been not only buzzy, exciting, went through the transformation in social and influencer with some great partnerships that we have with one of our creative agency, Times 10, who are here from LA. And it's been a partnership that just kept growing and growing and put us at the heart of the culture, the conversation that is relevant to the key energy drink consumer.
Yeah, so you're a challenger brand, Nutrabolt, C4 Energy. It's a very crowded space.
Correct.
in the energy drink category. What insights are you getting from your internal teams, from being out on the streets? You have activations in South by Southwest right now. What are you hearing from the market, from concrete data that you're getting, but also just talking to your core, customer out on the streets?
Absolutely. I mean, we're very lucky to be part of a conglomerate of brands. And Nutrabolt, as the mothership master brand, has been a trusted sports nutrition beverage brand for the past 15, 17 years. So we started in sports nutrition with Cellocor, C4, pre-workout. We created the pre-workout category 12 years ago with the C4 brand. And using the playbook of formulating brands and products that are really helping people maximize their human potential and accessible for all, which is our mission, has been foundational to help us create a beverage based on that scientific backed results, clinically studied ingredients to boost performance into the beverage, which gave us a huge differentiating point. Where we're cleaner, we're not your traditional energy drink. We're a better for you, clean energy drink that is really formulated to boost performance in the gym and outside of the gym in your everyday life. Because we could say, and this is part, with COVID, bringing that very much top of mind for the consumer, people need more energy. But people are also concerned by what they're putting in their body. So to be at the intersection of that with a perfect product that embodies all those attributes is absolutely what the consumer is looking for. And we look at that through social listening, where our consumer not only loves us for those simple, clean benefits, but also for our unparalleled taste. We obsess over flavor, and I hope you're trying a lot of the C4 Energy product and you're realizing how tasty it is, because we really do.
The one I have right now tastes like a blue slushie. It's amazing.
It is. Freedom Ice, C4 Smart Energy, which is our sub-brand that is not the pre-workout in a can, the other energy brand, and it has cognizant to boost performance as well as mental alertness and concentration.
Yeah, and so a lot of your marketing has been centered on fitness and performance, but you have that market on lockdown right now. So how are you?
Very lucky.
How are you growing and evolving the brand to be more of a lifestyle brand?
Absolutely. So when we started the brand transformation in social, led by our head of social here, Matt Salvatore, which is an amazing partner and has been really, showcasing all the great work that he's had over at Mountain Dew, at Remy Cointreau, other alcohol beverage brand that do lifestyle, social brand marketing content to the best, right? To drive that consumer connection. We saw that in social, our fitness content, that it looks very sleek, very elevated, it's almost like artwork. It's art. It's a work of art with all the work that we're doing with our partner times 10 has been inspiring for consumers. And I was told, what you've done in beauty is very different to do an energy drink. And I credit Ben Ricciardi, who brought that to my attention. He's like, takes a lot of budget, but also great content to move the needle in social. And it's absolutely true. Consumers, the energy drink consumer, to feel that this brand matters and speaks to them in a way that they see themselves in the brand that's more aspirational, up level, we needed to invest in content and in creative first, which is very refreshing in this category, because there's a lot of creative and art and brand assets out there.
Yeah, and so you have a lot of awesome brand ambassadors who truly love the product. So WWE superstars, athletes, there's a lot of personalities at Barstool Sports who love it. They literally drop crates of C4 in our office, and people just pick it up. Big Cat, PFT, they love it.
So this is why I feel so fortunate, and I say this is my dream job, where I have a passion for fitness. I've competed in fitness competitions, and that's what I learned about Celocore back in the day, because it was the trusted sports nutrition brand, but also working in CPG in a fastest growing energy brand in the nation, which is C4, and taking some of the playbook that I've learned at Coors Light, in beauty, at Amazon, and bringing that to life to make this brand really relevant for consumers and top of mind has been absolutely key. And we're seeing the growth in velocity growth, in display activity, because we were able to bring authentic influencers like Justin Field, beyond the quarterback of the Chicago Bears, which we're very lucky to get before he got signed. Yep. And he was an authentic user of the C4 powder, even back when he was, in college. I mean, he was a younger high schooler. And Bianca, the same thing. We're so lucky to have influencers that have used the C4 powder authentically to boost their performance. Then when we launch the energy drink, it's the same product, and we can keep that equity and that great experience they've had with the powder onto the beverage, and they come in and showcase, and that's showcased in the content. The content is better quality, because when there's authenticity and true and content that resonates with the brand ambassador or the athlete, that really performs tenfold better than someone that is not as authentic. And we see that in our space a lot, where people are just, being brought on because they're, buzzy for the wrong reasons. It really comes back to authenticity and true brand stewardship.
Yeah, and so Kevin Hart is actually an investor in Nutrabolt. He's obviously massive in the fitness space, and I feel like everything he touches turns to gold. So can you talk about anything that you're doing with him in the near future?
Yes. Again, when you told me, what made you, what happened and what have gone in your trajectory to come to Nutrabolt, and I feel just it's a culmination of things that were already happened before I got here, but also things that I was able to drive with my team to, create this digital and brand transformation. And one of the things that I feel so fortunate of having is Katie Churchill here is our mastermind on partnerships, and she's actually our head of partnerships and integrated marketing. And she was working on the Kevin Hart opportunity because we've had Boss, his trainer, part of the family of influencers for the past 5 years, and taking that sponsorship that Boss and have felt, and the love that he felt for the brand, and making Kevin Hart discover it, one early morning at 5 a.m. during those workouts. We were very lucky to tap into that energy that Kevin Hart was able to experience because he used our product every morning. And that was just the culmination that, 6 months later after I came to Nutrabolt, we're able to conclude and finalize the signing with Kevin Hart as an investor, as a brand ambassador. And I'm really excited to be showcasing him in a new campaign that's coming very soon. And I'm just, buzzing that in the down low, for a few months before it's going to launch. But he's the epitome of a smart and C4 Smart energy influencer, which this product, C4 Smart, is for those creators, those multitaskers that need energy every day in their lives, outside for their workout, but also for the next 10 hours, where they're reading scripts like Kevin Hart, working on a deal. He's a full-fledged businessman, and that is how Smart Energy is able to help you power all great accomplishments in your life, so you maximize your full potential as a person. That's what we're in the business of doing at Nutrabolt.
So one of the collaborations that had our office buzzing was what you did with Mars. So the Skittles and Starburst flavored C4 energy drinks. Tell us about how that collaboration came to life.
Yeah, an amazing collaboration that was in the works. Again, another, the brainchild of Katie and our CCO, our Chief Commercial Officer was not here, John Herman, who were working with Mars to ink the deal. And we were able to develop amazing flavors that really bring you in those childhood memories where you've got so many of us have grown up with Skittles, Starburst, as a candy. But as we grow up, you're not eating candy as much. Well, some of us are. But you want to but they want to see it, in their energy drink, or just their drink that is going to be able to power all the areas of their lives. And that's where we think about brand fundamentals. Part of our brand pillars is legitimacy in this, and the sports nutrition heritage and the science background results that we pride our formulas to embody, but also it's amazing and paralleled flavor that take you back in those childhood memories, or in those memories of positive brand interactions. And we were able to do something that's very difficult to do, which is create a liquid Skittles without the guilt. Zero sugar, zero carbs, zero artificial colors. And it's been a phenomenal collab that really also was able to tap into cultural moments. We created an experiential mobile candy shop that was done with our team, and we took it from LA to ComplexCon, which is, like a meeting of gamers, creatives, street culture, as well as streetwear culture. And we sampled the Starburst, and it was a full Starburst C4 a truck experiential brand experience. And we drove it all over LA with many brand ambassadors, celebrities stopping by, and we had so much earned media coverage because it was spontaneous and it was a surprise and delight. Surprising and delighting consumers and fans of these musicians, celebrities, while they're drinking and enjoying a C4 Starburst flavor has been fantastic. And you get to also make them discover the world of C4 as a brand. And we've seen unbelievable, again, triple-digit growth in revenue, but also in brand awareness. Some of our social content around Starburst and now Skittles, have performed, at 3-4 times, the benchmark of our regular regular content. So it just shows that we're doing something right, and we've been very, very fortunate to see it come to life with these amazing figures.
It's so important to get your brand and your product in the hands of the consumer, right? C4 is the official energy drink of South by. So
Yes.
What activations do you have going on? I heard that Jared Leto walked by your activation and said it was really cool. So
That is
yeah.
true. Jared Leto, woohoo! Oh my God, the dream. I mean, talk about a creator, mastermind extraordinaire, fashion icon / amazing actor. Jared, if you're listening, we want to send you product and do some collabs. Absolutely. I mean, here at South by Southwest, being in Austin, an Austin-born brand, a pride of this, and also a byproduct of the entrepreneur community that is so synonymous of this Austin thriving business. And that's how Nutrabolt started with our CEO, Gus Cunningham, who's started as the entrepreneur, taking the brand from the company from $2 million in revenue to now hopefully, $500 million soon, and in 15 years. And it's just, there's so much symbolicism to be the official energy drink of South by Southwest, because we're a fun brand. We're a brand that showcases best-in-class creativity and brand marketing and brand asset in both social influencer as well as, digital top-of-funnel awareness. And we wanted to be part of the festival that embodies all of that, right? Creative minds, cross culture, cross tech, and with our digital transformation and growth, and with our brand, it's just a perfect match made in heaven. So you can find us being sampled in 30 locations around South by Southwest, 6th and Trinity, with our truck. We're gonna have 2 trucks, one that's our going, where you can see it on 6th and Sabine, as well as near the convention center, and we have another truck that's gonna be driving around on Monday throughout the duration of the festival, which has an optical illusion. I'd encourage you to all go check it out, because it's gonna be super cool, and Instagram it and tag C4 Energy, please.
So I'll do one more, and then we'll open up questions.
Sure.
But what are you most excited about for the future of C4? Is it Kevin Hart, or is there something else?
I'm excited for, very selfishly, I'm here talking, but I just want to talk about, I'm excited to see my team thriving and living our mission of maximizing our full potential as a team of brand marketers, of digital marketers, of sales, of the field brand ambassadors. I'm excited of really being able to find a harmony, balance, but also continue scaling the growth of this brand at a speed that I've never seen in my CPG brand marketing career, and it's a treat. But also I'm excited to showcase to the rest of the world, not only C4 Energy, but the rest of our brand portfolio, which is Extend, which is our hydration brand, ready to drink, that's going to be coming as well as on the hydration powder, and Celocore, which is really kind of our, flagship brand that started it all for us, and really mainly driven in direct to consumer. But we're going to have a brand revamp coming soon with sports nutrition, supplements, overall supplements product that really help you thrive in all areas of your life. And I'm excited. I just love building brands that have personalities, that are buzzy, that are really cool for consumers to discover. And I'm excited for people, for consumers, for this next generation of creators and young consumer and older to really be able to get after it, to fulfill their dreams with the full roster of Nutrabolt brands.
Thanks, Rajaa.
Thank you.
All right, any questions from the crowd? Nope. Everybody wants to get a drink at the bar.
I'm about ready to run through a brick wall after that. I don't think I even need the energy drink, but I'm going to get one.
Let's go.
Ryan, Rajaa, thank you guys for ending this day with energy. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I must say I have a lot of energy, but because I work for C4. Thank you so much for having me. Please enjoy the beverages, South by Southwest. Follow us on social. Follow us on LinkedIn, Nutrabolt. C4 Energy, Twitter, TikTok. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I know I'm at the end, but really, I appreciate your attention. And also people online. I hear that there's a lot of people following us on Brand Innovators, so thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you all.